Hello, in this lesson we're going to look at some useful phrases to talk about going to university. Education is a very common topic on IELTS, even in the general training exam. And I'm sure many of you are preparing to go to university, so these phrases will definitely be very helpful. If you want to go to university, first of all you must apply. Hopefully, you'll be accepted by your first choice. For example, he's so smart, he's been accepted at Harvard. After you've been accepted, you still need to go to the university and register. We call this process enrollment. This means to put somebody's name on a list, so you can enroll for a course, for a module, or even just for a class. For example, you can enroll at the front desk, or students must be enrolled in at least one elective module. Notice that in British English, enroll has one L, but in American English, enroll has two L's. The process of choosing which students to accept and enrolling students is often referred to as admissions. This is usually dealt with by the university's admissions office or admissions department. We can also use the word admissions to talk about the number of students who enroll at university. For example, university admissions have dropped from the previous year. When you enroll on a course, you either have to pay the cost of the course or say who is going to pay for it. The cost of studying at university are called tuition fees. For example, tuition fees have doubled in the past decade. One way to pay for tuition fees is to take out a student loan. Normally, this is a loan from the government, and you only need to pay this back when you earn over a certain amount. For example, you can take out a student loan. In addition to tuition fees, you may have some other costs, such as books or living costs. In this case, you may be able to get a grant to cover the cost of these. The good thing about a grant is that you don't have to pay this money back, and usually they don't actually check how you spend it. For example, study grants are available to cover the cost of books. Some people might be very gifted or talented, and therefore they're able to get a scholarship. This means that all of their university fees are paid for. There are usually some conditions attached to the scholarship, and in many American movies, there's a student who is very close to losing their scholarship. For example, I was lucky to be awarded a scholarship. When you complete university successfully, we say that you graduated. For example, I graduated last year. Note that we don't use the passive voice. We don't say that you were graduated. Think of it this way. You've spent 3 or 4 years studying for your degree. This is your achievement. You graduated. Also, we should only really use to graduate with university, although you often hear people talking about graduating school nowadays. Some IELTS examiners may consider this use incorrect, so it's better to save graduate for university. Unfortunately, not everybody completes university successfully. Some people drop out. They might have very good reasons to drop out. For example, unfortunately, I had some medical problems, so I dropped out of university. Now it's your turn. Try the activities below to check how well you understand these phrases.